Yeah, too bad you guys are in the studio because it looks like in the spirit of Comic-Con, there seems to be some kind of zombie cosplay parade going on. And I think... Oh, no, never mind. That's today's MS Walk.
Warning. Repeat Offender is a long-form open discussion podcast. Topics include sensitive issues such as sex, religion, politics, race, gender, death, BDSM, MFN, CFNM, MMF, MMFM, and healthcare. Do not try this at home.
Get your motherfucking ass up when I'm talking.
So hold on tight. The action starts now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
And here we go.
That's actually a really good Pornhub category is pay the rent. I mean, well, and it'll go both ways. And in fact, some of the videos do go both ways. It's like the husband doing whatever he takes to pay the rent. Yeah. Which is where I kind of see a lot of myself in that situation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, ultimately, it's more of like a sympathy thing.
Yeah, but I mean, is it that you're doing something that you don't like to do, or is it you're doing something that, you actually kind of fucking enjoy? So are you really doing anything to pay the fucking rent, or is it just an added bonus?
You're like, well, I'm going to be sucking dick anyways, so if I can get the rent paid at the same time, two birds.
Yeah, two birds. I agree 100%.
Speaking of sucking dick, I don't know if we talked about this, that Fire Festival documentary.
Which one is it?
Did you see that? The Fire Festival with Ja Rule and that goofy white dude.
No, I don't. I didn't see it. Is that the one in the island or whatever? Dude,
yeah.
Awesome rave.
Yeah, where like 90s 50 Cent was all like fucking, and this white dude was trying to like this luxury festival, and everything went wrong. But so Netflix is on their game lately with documentaries, where the documentaries you're watching it, and then it'll just take a fucking complete left turn into Crazy Town. Yeah. And this one was like the whole festival's falling apart, right? And it's got all these people part of the organization. They're like, we don't know what to do, and nobody's answering their phones, and people are showing up. We got nowhere to put them. And one of the organizers was, I think it was the caterer, is a gay dude. And this is important to the story. And so you're sitting there like just kind of, watching this, enjoying the schadenfreude of this fucking thing falling apart, watching people that are going to blow that much money to go to a festival suffer because they had to carry their own bags. Yeah. But right in the middle of this island of chaos, this fucking gay dude is telling this story where he's like, yeah, so he calls me and he goes, so the food, I think it was the food, couldn't make it through customs. And so you're going to have to go there and suck his dick to get the food out of customs, right? Cuts away, shows the guy kind of staring at the screen, and then he's like, so I don't know what to do. He's like, I'm rushing home to take a shower because I'm thinking I got to suck this guy's dick.
Damn.
Like, he committed. There was no question that's how he's helping the team.
I guess it's important to have motherfuckers that'll suck a dick on the team. You know what I mean? You just never know when that can be an asset.
And just deal with it later on. You know what I mean? Like, you just, or do what I do. Forget all the fucked up stuff you do.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of hung up on the fact of Netflix to begin with. Them motherfuckers raised the rates, and they're talking about online that it's because they had to overpay to continue with the Friends episodes. Don't nobody give a fuck about Friends.
I care about Friends.
Fuck a Friends, okay? You go online and watch that shit somewhere else. If a bitch wanted to watch Friends, they would get another internet service.
There's going to be one. Disney's going to have one, and they're going to have all those Marvel shows. Oh, guess what? Speaking of movies, guess what I just saw like a couple hours ago? Shazam.
Shazam? With fucking Shaq?
No, that's Shazam. I'm talking about Shazam.
I don't know what that is. I didn't know there was a difference.
Yeah, this is Shazam. That was Shazam with an exclamation point. That's Shazam. That's like with flavor in your voice. No, that was a good movie, though. No, that movie about like the guy that says Shazam and then turns into the superhero with the lightning.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of it, dude.
Oh, man, it was pretty good. You got to go take...
How was that? That was my white guy impression, the dude, where I threw that in instead of nigga.
No, you got that southern dude thing, so it's still like, hey, dude, like Theo Vaughn. Hey, dude, man, I'm telling you what, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Motherfucker told me the other day that he didn't see me at work, and I told him I put on my Caucasian outfit. And he's like, no shit? And I'm like, yeah. He said, well, I didn't see your truck.
Yeah. You walked around with a clipboard. You were like invisible in the yard.
Yeah, a nigga dropped a couple pounds, shaved up and shit. Got to clean up to move up. You know what I mean?
You're walking upright. They're not used to seeing that.
Well, I tried to walk a little straighter and stuff, man, but I don't know. I think that shit causes hemorrhoids or something. I think that's why white people so angry. You know what I mean? Like if they would just loosen up a little bit, you know what I mean? Slow one foot down or something. I don't know what they do wrong.
I like to drag my back foot a little bit like Kaiser Soze when I walk.
I don't know. I'm just chilling, man. I've been looking at houses and, I've been thinking about the podcast and stuff. And I've been thinking about, pushing a little bit of marketing, trying to get some people out there, maybe some bumper stickers or some hats or something like that, Because, like, I don't even want to work no more. Like, real talk. Like, I'm tired of it.
I don't want to work anymore either.
I make good money. I enjoy my job, kind of. Some days I like it, you know what I mean? We're fucking up. People protest us and, it's fun. It's controversial, whatever. But it's like real talk. Like if I could just sit here and burn me a motherfucking bowl and podcast and do my YouTube thing, and sell some T-shirts and some bongs and shit and some, vape. Like I enjoy fucking vaping. That's like my new hobby. You know what I mean? But drug testing. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking a lot about drug testing lately. We've been talking a lot about, things that people perceive as illegal. I don't know. It's you see the liberals, the left-wingers, fighting and pushing for freedoms, but at the same time, I could kind of blame all this shit on them, even though I think that Reagan is the pusher of the war on drugs, really, and he's the one that took the gloves off, and he was like, don't live like I did because I was a partier, It's like, get the fuck out of here, Every time this bitch want a nigga to piss in a motherfucking cup, it's like you selling a little piece of your fucking soul for a paycheck, you know what I mean? And they talking about drug-free workplace, right? But to me, that means don't do the fucking dope at work. But I can go home and I can get fucked up on liquor and I can go take my pain pills from the doctor that I picked up in a little orange bottle with my name on it. But God forbid I burn a motherfucking bowl at the house and come to work with a good, clean, recuperated fucking mind because I slept well and I washed the fucking stresses of the day off because the metabolites in my fucking piss in this little cup that some washed up motherfucker with some dirty ass gloves on that wants me to sign a piece of paper they didn't touch after they done handled like 15 other motherfuckers' urine. Wants me to have no metabolites of THC from 30 days ago.
Well, what really gets me about the entire issue is that it's like it's just another example of people know and they understand and they're just not doing anything about it. Like throwing your hands up in the air and saying federally decriminalized is the only way to go. Like I can understand if you're driving a truck and the FMCSA and you can't do shit about it, but if you're just some fuckhole carpenter or you build, or you fucking do like plastic pressing for fucking making porta potties, or just anything, and you're just a crotchety old fuck who's piss testing just because that's the way it's always been. You're dragging society back, dude.
I don't agree with any of it, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't give a fuck if you're a truck driver, if you're a goddamn astronaut, whatever the fuck it is, right? Do what you do in your own motherfucking time. Because a drug test or being afraid of going to jail, nobody don't rob a bank because they don't want to rob the fucking bank. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna fucking stop them. You know what I mean? That's fucking pointless. However, being intoxicated at work can arise a situation because not everybody is accustomed to the situation, to the drugs, to being fucked up. And you got to be able to maintain enough to do your shit on your own fucking time. And I don't care if you're taking horse dicks, banging heroin until you forget to breathe, or you're smoking meth until you crawl out of fucking peephole and you bite your goddamn lip off and dig your eyes out because you think there's bugs hiding behind it. Do you, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But don't come to work fucked up.
Well, that's also where I might disagree on that because as an avid smoker of cannabis for a long, good portion of my life, there's a point, no matter how good the shit is, that you can function on a regular, easy basis. Not like blackout drunks who can fucking go through their whole day bombed off their ass on rum and cokes, but literally like most of the people I think anybody deals with are high and they just need to get over that. So everybody's like, well, what if your surgeon was high? Well, cool. I'm glad he's not popping opioids or fucking drinking scotch before he comes in.
Yeah, well, no, I remember back when I was a heavy smoker, I functioned very well. You know what I mean? I went through my whole routine, my whole day, my jobs. I went through everything. You know what I mean? But then you have the situation of this green nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if he's 30, 17, or 60, you know what I mean? Maybe he's an occasional smoker. So I'll give you an example. I was at this job in Florida, and I hadn't burned in a long time, and I decided I was going to burn me some. So I was at the house. I burnt me a little J. The next morning, I had like a little piece of J in my cigarette pack, and I said, fuck it, I'm going to hit that bitch. Nigga, I hit that bitch, and I was stuck. I'm talking about I was fucked up, nigga. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to get fired. Nigga, I felt like I was moving so slow. It's because I didn't have any tolerance to it, you know what I mean? I was fresh to it. I was green again, you know what I mean? And but here's the thing, man. If you paying me out your pocket and you got rules and you're telling me that you don't want me, you know, doing shit at the job, cool. I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be off the clock here soon, and then I can do me. Unless we're in some kind of employment contract where you're subsidizing and paying me for my private time to be on call or something, you ain't got a fucking aorta of word or thought as to what I do in my private fucking time. However, if you're paying me bomb-ass fucking money to come to your fucking job and do a specific task and to be a certain way, and I accept that fucking money, cool. You know what I'm saying? However, outside of that place of employment, absolutely none of your fucking business.
Well, the really stupid fact of the matter is that out of all drugs that you can take, cannabis is going to stay in your fucking system for longer, and then you go to work, and then they're like, well, it's technically in your system, and it's like, well, your fucking wife is technically a fat hooker, but, you know, it is what it is.
See, that's legally, that's where the breakdown, and a good lawyer could probably, you know, fuck that up in court, because a metabolite from 30 days ago does not show intoxication, and that's where the workman's comp issue comes into play with the weed, right? You're not showing active metabolite, you know, you're showing, you know, former use. You know, you're not showing intoxication.
I know. It's the letter of the law, and it's highly fucking retarded. And like, considering so many ways to, there's like an industry of novelty piss.
I'm gonna blame you.
The white man?
Yeah, because you're white. Reagan was white, so it's got to be you.
I think I'm Canadian.
That's just as bad, man. Them niggas got some shit right and can't even get it right, you know?
Their weed's doing pretty well.
Yeah, but no, it's not, man. It's just like these backward-ass motherfucking, like Pennsylvania. Them niggas want you to go to a state-run fucking store to get beer. In Alabama, you got to go to a state-run fucking store to get liquor. You know, that don't even make sense, nigga. This is capitalism. This is free business, free enterprise. You know what I mean? It's just like here. They want to limit the number of licenses in half these fucking states to have cannabis. And then in the other half, they want to tell you that you got to meet certain financial requirements. What part of free enterprise and fucking going out of business do you not understand? It's not to be subsidized. You know, that's you can't allow only wealthy corporations to come in that have the multinational conglomerate money and stock market money to fucking succeed. And not allow people to change their socioeconomic fucking stability and lift their family up out the fucking mud. I mean, that's what America's supposed to be the fuck about. You know what I mean? Is nigga, I took $50 and turned this bitch into $10 million growing fucking weed. You know what I mean? Not, oh shit, I can't even get into fucking legal weed game because they want me to have $500 fucking $1,000. If I had $500 fucking $1,000 sitting in the goddamn bank, I probably wouldn't even be worried about the weed business because I'm already eating.
That's what it is. I mean, and the truth of the matter is like, no matter what you do, no matter how, you could fucking have a 1% excise tax, there's going to be a black market. The fact that you're going to sell a product that, you know, per gram that somebody's going to get exactly for and then pay a tax on top of it and then the gas and travel for that when they can just call Roy.
Listen. Real talk, my nigga. I have no problem paying a tax. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with building society and being, quote unquote, a legal member, productive member of society. Okay, cool, whatever. All right, you know, I want fucking free health insurance that's not free that I'm actually paying for. I want good fucking roads. Okay, I understand that society costs a little bit of money to run, right? But here's where I have the motherfucking problem is that When you start locking motherfuckers out, that's where the black market comes from. When you want to start sending niggas to prison for trying to eat, that's where the problem comes from. You see what I'm saying? And politicians, real talk, are fucking pussies, okay? Yeah, you run for office and you trying to appease all these people and you trying to tell niggas what you gonna run for, and then when you get up there, you sell the fuck out, and then you got lobbyists. Fuck a lobbyist, okay? A lobbyist can take a big fucking elephant dick in their ass till it comes out their fucking throat. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, okay? Because all that double speak, that Orwell novel shit, you know, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to come off sounding angry, but it pisses me the fuck off. When you try and take a country that's based on fucking capitalism and niggas eating off the sweat and the fucking goddamn pain in their motherfucking back, and then you try and lock niggas out of the fucking business, and then you lobbying for a motherfucker not... Most people are not going to grow weed at home, but the ability and the freedom for a motherfucker to have a couple plants, because whatever, they might be actually down here working for $13 an hour and after rent and all that, the one little fucking hobby they got of growing 3 plants that ain't going to produce a fucking ounce. You know what I mean? And they're probably gonna fry them because they bought some overpriced fucking newts that they saved up for 4 motherfucking months. If you feel threatened and you're a corporation that has a medical marijuana grow and you feel threatened by a bitch in an apartment growing 3 fucking plants that's gonna produce 7 grams off of a compact fluorescent light, go on out back and eat a fucking bullet, because your bitch ain't giving you pussy anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they're worried about it whatsoever. I mean, the thing is there's, like I was saying, there's always going to be a black market. So
no, they do worry about it, because they came out in the fucking news, and that was what they was lobbying in New York. Them bitches was about to pass the fucking thing, and they're up there lobbying the state senate and the governor and everybody to make sure that they do not include a home grow, because it was going to destabilize the fucking medical industry. Fuck you.
I mean, it is what it is. It was the opposition to it was put off for so long by the Prison Guards Union of America, but it's
fuck
freedom
them too.
Hey, everybody has a right in America to do whatever.
No, I hate it. No, we don't have the right to do whatever. We don't have. I mean, we can do it, right? But you could do that in fucking Russia. You could do it in communist fucking China, but you're gonna die.
But okay, hear me out though. Hear me out. Listen what I'm saying.
I don't like you making me sound angry.
I get that there's like big corporations and all that, and big corporations and industrialization and that same argument for the past 200 years. But the fact of the matter is there's a vibrant black market everywhere. Legalizing weed, first and foremost, will not shut down the cartels. You're fucking retarded if you think that's going to happen. You think that an organization that will behead their enemies and hang them from overpass is going to be scared because some fucking retard came up with the Compassionate Care Act and now they charge a tax and they're saying they're going to fix roads? You really think that's going to stop them? No. What you did was you gave them a legal way to invest. I guarantee a large amount of grows in California are cartel owned because it's easy. So a lot of those corporations might not even be corporations. It could be fucking El Chapo down the line.
So let me throw this out there to you, okay? I'm just going to throw this out there, and I do not believe in censorship at all, but quit trying to derail the fucking movement. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you
I'm
this
okay.
too.
Listen, it's illegal to sell whatnots and homemade goods without a fucking license. Okay, because we live in a draconian communist motherfucking dictatorship style motherfucking country. Okay, that's living on the lie of fucking freedom and personal achievement. But yes, there's gonna be a nigga that sells an ounce of weed, but his fucking couple of ounces that amounts to fucking shit in the bucket has nothing to do with the ability of the vast majority of Americans who probably wouldn't never achieve shit in a fucking grow op. However, the idea may be enough to give a motherfucker motivation to move forward in his fucking goddamn miserable fucking life, i.e. me. Okay, I get fucking miserable punching a motherfucking time clock, and I want a motherfucking way out. But every motherfucking place I turn, these motherfuckers with a 10,000 page motherfucking bill by some dude in a fucking knockoff Brook Brothers motherfucking suit that was up there giving bags of fucking money that had a McDonald's fucking label on this cute little fucking container to make rules against a motherfucker like me.
Right, and that's why there's the black market.
And the black market don't fucking matter. That's my point. You know what I'm saying?
It regulates the price for the legal market.
You know, you know. All I'm saying, man, is you cannot have all these financial motherfucking goddamn requirements on a fucking, what the fuck does it matter? What does it matter? A pharmaceutical company that comes up with fucking pills that was paid for by the public fucking grant money doesn't have financial fucking minimums to go into business.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, fuck them. I'm saying, fuck them. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, here's the funny thing about any
white ones. Fuck the Muslim ones, fuck the black ones, fuck the motherfucking orange ones, fuck the Asian ones, you know what I'm saying? Fuck them all because they all lying, okay? They out here pandering bitches like we fucking stupid. And I'm gonna tell you what, and I don't give this motherfucker credit very often, but the other day I watched a clip of motherfucking Obama in Germany, and that nigga said, you don't let your granddaddy tell you what kind of music to listen to, what kind of clothes to wear, so why would you motherfucking vote your grandparents in the motherfucking office to make laws for you to live by? You know what I'm saying? You know, get your sorry goddamn coffee drinking motherfucking asses out there and put some niggas in motherfucking office that actually relate to us, you know, and so that we're not so goddamn disenfranchised. But the problem is, as soon as they get into this broken ass motherfucking system, they become corrupted. They're pussies. They ain't got no backs. They a bunch of niggas that want to play husband. You know what I'm saying? Playing husband. You know, and I ain't gonna get into the motherfucking goddamn breakdown of the motherfucking modern day marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to offend people that are close to me. But fuck that.
Yeah, I agree. It's just the best hypocrisy in terms of like the cannabis industry. And a lot of people don't think about this, that every single state that you can get a recreational license for, or just any major provisioning center license for, one of the requirements is that you have to show them that not only can you grow and you can turn a profit. So to get legal, you have to show them that you've been doing it illegally for a while.
Yeah, these niggas are pussies, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. They like, I don't know. I guess it could be a man. You know, I'm sorry that I see things through, you know, old-fashioned Southern fucking set of eyes, you know what I mean? But really, I don't. I'm an equal opportunity motherfucker, and I don't care if it's a nigga or a bitch, you know what I'm saying? But if she's sucking dick on you, she's sucking dick on you, you know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. You can't be in motherfucking church on Sunday screaming about motherfucking marriage and being faithful and all this good shit when you taking a belly full of another nigga's dick while he at work, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what I'm talking about. You know, you can't have a double standard.
Well, here's what I've learned in the past couple of years, and I guess I mean I'm lightly touching on this and then moving on, but just as an example,
because that's the same thing the Catholic priest said. I'm just lightly touching on this and moving on.
Okay? I get it. I'm just I'm worried. I'm worried about words that trigger you. So with the WikiLeaks and exposed whatever, like we all thought, we didn't think the government was lying. Especially what I've learned in the past couple of years is, along with what you said. Now, hear me out. Everybody is lying, and by that I mean everybody across the board. Everybody will lie to save themselves and get their head above water. So when you find out, like, Aunt Becky from fucking Full House has been paying to get their kids in, how rampant is that? You know what I mean? Then these people become supervisors. They become leader industries. And you ever have that job where you sit there and you go, this person's fucking stupid. Why are they in charge? Well, that's why. Because there's been leg ups and handouts. You know what I mean?
Look, man,
and it is designed to keep people down.
Listen, but real talk though. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of opportunity in America. You know, and I think sometimes I forget that. You know, I'm so super critical of shit. But that's what niggas do, right? This is nothing new, man. Niggas look out for niggas that are close to them. And I don't care if it's your kids, if it's your homeboy, you know what I'm saying? If it's your drunk fucking uncle, you know what I'm saying? That you feel like maybe for some reason you owe him some shit because when you were 17 and he bought you a tire for your fucking car, but he didn't really buy it, he stole it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, okay?
Well,
people bless people that's close to them. You know what I'm saying? You think motherfuckers ain't paying the way for other motherfuckers and these worthless. Look at goddamn motherfucking George Bush Jr., whichever fucking Bush it was, the boy. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was out drunk driving the shit, and we elected this nigga president somehow. You know what I'm saying? And they swept that shit up under the roof. Look at his motherfucking daddy. He was there when they killed motherfucking Kennedy and lied about even being in the fucking state. You know, fuck that lying ass nigga. Fuck all of them. That's what they do, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking everybody across the board, even the most fervent person. You know how when we in the 80s or 70s and 80s, and they started finding out that, like, these televangelists are fucking around and doing coke out of hookers' assholes and stuff.
Of course they doing coke out of hookers'
assholes. And then all the way to Aunt Becky fucking paying her kids into college. Then in my own personal life, a funny thing is I used to buy weed from a guy who was a felon who had weapons. But like you talk to the guy and he's like the most vocal proponent of like the Second Amendment, and he'll talk about laws all fucking day long, right?
Yeah.
You come here, I clearly will get into it later and put a paywall in front of it. But I had some shit happen to me. I was in the weed industry. You come here, and you know how you can look up on a map of a town and look up who owns buildings and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, there's at least 11 grow houses in the town I live in. And if you look on that map, the same owners have owned these fucking buildings since like 1993. But that's not true because I thought there was a recent different set of owners, right?
Yeah.
All its stuff is cash. All the stuff is under the table. There's no way it's the same owner since 93 because that motherfucker's dead. Yeah. You know what I mean? Basically, everyone across the board is a giant, lying, vacuous piece of shit that will do dirty to support themselves or put money in their pocket, and you never know. It's like a serial killer. Somebody could be telling you to their face, like, yo, I'm being real to you. But that's what Jeffrey Dahmer said to people when he was picking them up at a bar.
Well, you know, I mean, it's at a certain point now. I mean, I feel like you're incorporating a whole bunch of shit into one thing, right? So self-preservation.
No, everybody's a lying piece of shit,
right? You know, so you can't sack up everyday life and being a habitual fucking liar with self-preservation. Like, when, you know, if the police catch you with a body, nigga, you plead not guilty. I mean, that's not technically making you out to be a liar.
No, that's how the law works.
You know what I'm saying? In the eyes of the law, you know, guilt is not a matter of truth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just saying, like, everybody, I personally think that the way society's built, people have to put out this way that they're being like pious and they're following the laws when really you can't. You can't. That whole thing about business, 80% of businesses fail. Well, it's probably a tax thing. It's definitely a money thing. You know what I mean? Things are designed for everything to fail, like you were talking about. When the only way that you can actually get licensed somewhere is if you have money attached to it. That's why there's so many grassroots laws coming out in states that have cannabis laws that are saying, like, we should be able to grow it since you said we can grow it in our fucking home, and I should be able to put it on a table next to my peas and carrots and sell it to a motherfucker driving by.
Yeah,
praise Allah.
That's kind of how I feel, man. Like, if I want to, you know, sit here at my house and be a drunkard and work on fucking push mowers and sell them bitches for $25 a piece, that's my business. If I want to grow a couple of motherfucking plants and boom the goddamn the harvested pot, then that should be my business too. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know, they and what gets me is now they, you know, some of these politicians and shit want to jump on board and they keep talking about this tax revenue. You know, like all of a sudden it makes everything okay that they've been fucking and enslaving people for goddamn decades, you know what I'm saying, over some shit. Now all of a sudden, because they're going to, you know, create all this economic prosperity that none of the people that have fucking suffered from are going to have, and still only the select few of fucking wealthy people, even in the black community, they keep saying, you know, racial bias and the you know, black people have disproportionately, you know, fuck that, because you're not helping them, you know, and if anything, you're victimizing them even more by even including that into the fucking argument.
But thank God for the black market, because no matter how many laws, no matter how many taxes are there, there's still always going to be the possibility of somebody being able to find some cheap wholesale weed and flip it for $75, put some money in their pocket.
That's what it all boils down to. Niggas are hungry, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out here, like, look at me, for example, right? So in the town I come up in, you know what I'm saying, it's impoverished. There's a bunch of retirees and shit, you know, and them motherfuckers, you know, make the money. They got the money, you know what I mean? But Florida's not an environment for a worker. Florida's an environment for a retiree and a business owner, you know what I mean?
And a Jew.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of Jewish people, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Jewish people. And,
tell me what I said wrong by saying "and Jews."
Well, that's what we call it back home. Is see, before the Arabs came in, and like I know we say Arab and shit, but like we call it the Jew store. You know what I'm saying? The Jew store. Like a nigga go to the Jew store and get the weed bags. You know what I'm saying? Get the comeback to whip the dope with. You know what I'm saying? And it was
Jamba
like,
Jews.
That's what it is. I didn't even know that people were, in parts of the country were found that offensive, was the juice store, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what the fuck it was, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas had everything in that bitch. They had the apple bags to put your weed in. They had the scales, you know what I'm saying, the way you weed on. They had the beaties, the little leaf, the Arab fucking, cigarette thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had everything in that bitch. They had some bread in that motherfucker. Had some cheap beer, had some cheap cigarettes that were out of date. It is what it is.
Hold on. I just got an email from the ACLU.
Oh, you did? They were probably updating.
They're like,
you
look,
that,
this. It says we're on the terror watch list.
We probably are. Fuck them, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, and what they gonna really hate it when a nigga open up the Getting Head motherfucking shop, because I wanted to name that bitch before, and I don't know, I might still go with it. The Arab nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna have everybody have a name tag. It's gonna be either Osama or Bin Laden. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to open a I wanted to breed orange flame point kittens and call it kitty porn.
That's funny. I'm just saying, like, how far would it be if a nigga be like, because, back home and in the hood and whatever, it's the Arabs now, they got all the little corner stores or whatever, where they sell the little crack pipes and the meth pipes and the cheap beer and shit. But, how far is that for a nigga to be like, where you going, nigga? I'm over there going to the Arab, nigga. I gotta go see the Arab, nigga. Give me a new pipe. You know what I'm saying? And then you come up in that bitch, and there I am, and I shave my mustache and shit. I wrap my head up in a motherfucking turban. Fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely look like you could be like Albanian or what's
nigga,
that?
I'm a real
like
talk,
Chechnyan.
Real talk.
Chechnyan.
So I'm blessed, and and a lot of motherfuckers can say what they want, let them hate. Niggas suck a nigga dick. You know what I'm saying? Sad. So, genetically, man, I'm super blessed because I can move in any motherfucking group they is. You know what I'm saying?
You get on a plane and they probably start eyeballing you.
Except Asian, my nigga. Except for Asian. I can't fuck because I don't look nothing Asian. You know what I'm saying? I'm big, nigga. My eyes are pretty straight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just motherfucking, so there ain't nothing about me Asian.
You'd be like one of those big Mongol guys.
Yeah, man. I be on this vape, nigga. I think I'm gonna start motherfucking. I want to sell vape juice and shit.
Yeah, I went to the vape store, man. And people don't take me serious. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really look like I'm doing nothing out here, man. Regardless of what I'm doing in private. So they I go in there and I'm explaining to this nigga that I would like to shop local. I would like to support local business, but I can't just let you fuck me in my ass. And the only reason why I'm in here right now is because I wanted to get my wife something on the impulse buy. And I'm trying to explain to him that his products need to be priced appropriately for the economics of the environment that he's setting up shop. So I'm explaining to him something that he already knows, but he's acting like he does not fucking want to acknowledge, that I can buy these same vape juices, okay, 2 for $22 online, and you're selling 1 for $25. The price is not fucking justified, nigga. I can understand a little bit of upcharge because you're paying for retail, you know what I'm saying, in the building and the rent and all, but if you can't negotiate a good fucking lease, then you probably shouldn't be in business anyway, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's how they get you. Cost like cost $1.43 to make a Whopper? Charge you $5?
Yeah, but I understand, that you got workman's comp issues, but when you are the sole proprietor of this motherfucking place, nigga, you know what I'm saying, and niggas is going through the motherfucking juice, you can be cool with making $5 off a bottle, you know what I'm saying? You can't sit here and rate these niggas. If you want niggas to be loyal to you, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I learned a long time ago, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you selling rock, nigga, let me explain how you sell rock, okay? That's real talk. This is for educational purposes only, okay? If you sell a nigga a $50 slab, okay, all right, he can bust that slab, nigga, and he can get it all for 100, right? He can get 6 pieces up out that bitch. Now you got 2 options. You can sell a nigga 5 pieces, and then every 5 pieces he get 1 for free, so you giving him 6 for 100. Or you can sell this nigga a $50 slab, and which is a fat slab, right? It's jugglers, you know what I'm saying? So you giving a nigga juggler pieces, basically, you know what I'm saying? So he can bust that bitch up to his smoker buddies, you know what I'm saying? So he can sell it off for the 50, he can smoke 50 for free, and he can keep coming back and getting the slab on the house, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I'm writing this down. 50 is called a what?
So where we at? All right, so you get a slab, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, up north is different. Say, up north, when they cook rock, right? And, again, this is for educational purposes only. Up north, they cook rock, and they sell it in, like, vials and by weight and shit, right? So up north, they'd be like, you know, a ball, like an 8-ball, right? So 3.5 grams. But back home in the South, we don't cook dope by weight, right? We start with weight, you know what I'm saying? Like when we whip a circle, so you might have, like, say, a drop an ounce, or maybe you're gonna whip it up a little bit, so you put 21 in an 800 milliliter jar, right? A beaker. You know what a beaker is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a scientific glass, you know what I mean? It's something used to measure and cook in. So you might go down to like putting a quarter in a 250, right? You know what I'm saying? And you can put a little soap on your motherfucking fork, and you beat that bitch up to get it to lock. And then what them bubbles do is they can fluff a little bit. But you don't want to sell a nigga whip, because if you put whip in his mouth, you know what I'm saying, that's going to dissolve. You don't want a nigga having dissolving dope in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? You want some hard. You know, and that's why they call it. You know what I'm saying? They call it hard, because when you put it between your fingers, you put it between your 2 fingers and your thumb, and you can crack it and bust it in 2. And I mean, snap, bam, make 2 pieces out of 1. You know what I mean? So that's how your smoker come up. You know what I mean? Because you want to spread it out. You want to have good quality, because you still going to make money, because you getting good prices on your ounces. You know what I'm saying? Because most niggas are not cooking ounces. They probably cooking quarters. They cooking halves or whatever like that, and that's where your whip come from. But you sell the nigga the slab, he can break it down however he wants in pieces. You know what I'm saying? Because in the dark, right, if a nigga like up north is stupid as fuck, because I don't even know how these smokers are buying dope, because a nigga could be fucking you on weight. But back home, we sell pieces. You know, you can tell by the size of the piece. It's usually like triangles or rectangles or something like that. You can tell if that's a dime, a dove, you know, a 50, a 100, you know what I'm saying? If you selling niggas quarter circles, you know what I mean, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what it is? It sounds like you just read the lyrics from Young Jeezy album.
No, I don't know nothing about all that. I'm just telling you my perspective on the situation. That might, you know, it might be real for some people's lives.
I know. I saw New Jack City. I 100% understand. I watched that, and then I went to school, and I was like, man, it sucks for them in the big city, huh?
Well, they getting fucked on prices. You know what I'm saying? If you ever buy crack in a fucking vial, you getting fucked on your prices.
Yeah, you got to buy it on the black market or on the dark web.
Yeah, I guess apparently they mail that shit to niggas' houses now. I don't know.
Yeah, you can, dude. Get the onion router, and then you fucking you find an IP address, and it'll bounce it around.
That's kind of funny. I get that they're talking about onion because of layers, but you know.
No, that's what it's called. It's called the Tor, the onion router. And what it does is it bounces your shit around, and so that's why in the like late in the late 90s, that's how a lot of white motherfuckers came up, because they started buying like mushrooms and shit from Amsterdam. And you know, you got that one motherfucker that's just always gonna try, and he hits click, and he's like fucking sweating for 2 weeks, and that goddamn package comes in, and he gets that package, and he goes and sits in his room, and he doesn't touch it for another week, and nothing fucking happens. He's like, oh my god.
That's
and
so
fucking
great.
Boom.
That's fucking awesome. You sounded so excited about that, and you got pumped and knowledgeable the same way I was talking about crack cocaine a minute ago.
No, I'm telling you how white people ended up buying grows and stuff. They didn't do it. Standing on the street corners, how you end up fucking pulling 5 to 10. You got that white people or that shit because
no. Let me tell you, man. The police is stupid, man. Them niggas used the same video from like '97 that was grainy as fuck to convict 10,000 people. You know, like this is you. But see, here's the thing, man. Because if you on the corner, most niggas are not doing dope hand to hand. So it's a lie to begin with, right? So if a nigga give you $50, if he pull up, right, and you let's say you got 15 pieces in your mouth, you know what I mean? And if a nigga hand you $50, right, because you're selling $20 pieces, but everybody know you gonna get 3 for 50 or you gonna get 2 for 30. So if a nigga hand you $50, dog, you lean in and all you do is spit 3 pieces in a nigga lap. There ain't no hand to hand, never.
Yeah, hold on, I'm still writing that down.
And then like if you want to fuck a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So you could take your teeth, my nigga, and you can bust the pieces in half. You know, like
just
nigga,
the fact that
you don't know, you just bite them in half, bam, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now you just doubled your money anyway. Because if they pulling up and they don't know a nigga on the corner like that anyway, you know they already expecting to get taxed a little bit. But you know, I mean, you don't sell them no wobblite. I mean, you don't sell a nigga no fake dope. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, because in Florida it's the same charge. What the fuck's the goddamn you know, the fake money? What the fuck is it, nigga?
Fake money, monopoly money, what? Counterfeit?
Counterfeit, nigga. Counterfeit dope. Counterfeit.
That's my rap name.
Counterfeit crack is the same charge as selling real crack in Florida, right? So, but the point is, nigga, you just spit it in their motherfucking lap and tell the nigga get the fuck on.
Well, you know what? I'll be honest with you, and it's just from what you've described to me, you're kind of scaring me away from trying crack.
Well, I know, and I'm going to tell you, man, crack's a lie, right? So crack's the same thing as powder, you know what I'm saying? And all these people, man, everybody do the same thing because base is what rock is. You know, it's the same shit that come out of the jungle before they turn into the salt that's good to snort, you know what I'm saying? So when you put it on the stove, all you're doing is bringing it back to a base. But crack don't make people violent. Crack make niggas lock themselves in a motel room and be stuck to a peephole. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't out there motherfucking acting crazy on rock, nigga. That's meth, nigga. When you see niggas out there acting crazy and dancing and digging in their skin, nigga, that's meth.
I did meth for a weekend from like a Friday to a Sunday.
I can see it, man. It's a white people drug.
It was. And then we smoked out of a lion head bong and put some ice in it, and fucking this guy proceeded to tell me something. You know, you got to listen to somebody, and it's just like, oh, God, your fucking story is such bullshit, but whatever. Dude, we're on a bunch of meth. Keep going.
Yeah, man.
I've been there.
There was this one nigga, man, we pulled up and to make a serve way back in the day. And this bitch was out in his yard cutting grass with scissors. And I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga doing, man? And motherfucker said he tweaking, but I didn't know what tweaking was. You know, this is way back. And I'm like, what the fuck is tweaking? He said he on that meth. And so I asked the nigga, like, what the fuck you cutting with grass with motherfucking scissors? He told me he didn't want to wake the neighbors up. But obviously he was so motherfucking tweaked that he had to do something, you know what I'm saying? And then I seen this other nigga motherfucking, this nigga had cut his power cords that ran from the power pole to his house underground with a fucking axe because he thought they had wired his house.
He thought that?
Yeah, apparently he thought that. Don't mind me, I was a little distracted, nigga. I was looking for my juice, you know. I've been in there vaping like a train.
Yeah, I can hear that, dude. You've been sucking on that robot dick the whole time.
You probably made you rub on yourself.
I've been rubbing on myself since it started.
It's probably raw, nigga. You better put some juice on that thing, man.
You're talking to somebody who's beat this thing like it owed him money.
Yeah, that's probably why dicks quit working. They just go flaccid. Like, them niggas has probably only got, like, so many hard-ons in them. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think what's going to happen is, like, I'm going to end up fucking miserably being 107 years old, and I'm going to be like, it's just the right combination of weed, applesauce, and masturbation.
I don't know, man. I think that if a nigga dick quit working, it's going to be one or two things. Either a nigga's mind is going to get clear and priorities are going to get right back, like, before you ever got a taste of pussy and your life derailed, or a nigga might or should have enough money by that point to buy a pump nut, nigga. And I'd probably be a pump nut nigga.
No, I'd probably fly around the world killing hookers.
You strike me as one of them old hooker killing ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you probably dress up like them too. I can see you, like, you know, dressing up like a hooker.
Yeah, you don't
like
remember.
Like
you don't remember 5 years ago? It was like one of the first things I said to you when I met you.
I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah, it was like Sean, the fucking the roll-off driver. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, big fat motherfucker, and he's like, "Oh, this is Thomas." I was like, "Hey, yeah, I'm probably gonna travel the world and kill hookers one day." And you're like, "Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's good." I'm like, "Cool, all right."
Yeah.
And then they sent us to Montana.
I remember you with them big ass bomber glasses and shit.
Hollywood.
You know what's crazy is when I got hired out of that motherfucking place, I was homeless, man. Me and my dog, we was actually sleeping in the motherfucking Tahoe in the Pilot Flying J parking lot, and I had been backed into twice. And both of the people that gave me money, and that's how, you know, actually motherfucker ate. But I still went in there, even though it was a shithole, and you know, they had housing. I could have took the wage that they were offering, but I still came in that bitch and negotiated out a real fucking wage, even though I was homeless and they was offering free housing. You know what I'm saying? You can't never negotiation from a position of weakness.
Yeah, I ended up in one of the fucking company man trailers.
Yeah, I live with the Mexicans.
Yeah, that sounded like that was a bummer. I went in there and I just went, "God damn, build that wall." And this was way before Donald Trump was even going to be president.
No, man, like, I ain't got no problem with the wall either way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think that put the fucking wall up. You know why? Because it's going to give some blue collar motherfucker a job for about 6 months, and he going to eat, and he going to buy a new car. And he going to keep some people in Ohio employed for another 6 months because he bought a car, and a bunch of people like him bought a car. And it's gonna make all these paranoid ass fucking people in America feel safe for a little while, and then but it's not gonna stop the dope, because most of the dope's coming over on big shit like container ships and manufactured toilets and floorboards of Mexican made fucking vehicles, and it's coming from Europe and all over, because the shit's routed as trans-global. It's not, there's a few ounces walking across the border. There might even be a few pounds walking across the border, but the big thing is the people that come over here in 15 in a fucking van, and they'll cut the rate down to $10 a person, because they're living so deep like it's the fucking oil field, whereas it costs an average individual $20 an hour to live. These people don't give a fuck, because like I said, they're sleeping head to toe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, just a blatant symbol should do the trick.
Well, yeah, it makes people feel good. Symbols make people feel good, man.
Because hey, to quote George Carlin, symbols are for the symbol-minded.
Man, I can't believe, and I love you, nigga, I do, man. But sometimes you trip me the fuck out how like cool with like. You can't just be allowing motherfuckers that are not part of your community to come in and start voting in your community. You know what I'm saying? People that don't have none of your fucking morals, none of your fucking culture, none of your beliefs, none of your way of life. They come from a corrupt motherfucking way, and they ain't even had time to acclimate to your fucking environment. And to say open arms, just come to fuck on. And then at the same time, be a nigga that wants to own shit. You can't have it both ways, dog.
Wait. Are you telling me the opposite side of that are people that are walking into the voting booth completely informed on what they're voting for, who they're voting for, why they're voting for it?
At
least, hey, listen, just hear me out. All I'm saying, to be honest with it, if we're going to put it in that perspective, a Mexican coming to this country because he wants a better job and make a better life, and he's going to vote that way, is a whole lot better to me than some motherfucker going, yeah, Hillary Clinton's got a trail of bodies and Donald Trump's going to save us.
Look, man,
the Mexican's more informed at that point.
You have nothing, man. I love you. I love you.
That's why I tread lightly on these.
For some reason, you just don't grasp the concept. It's not a people thing, right? It's not a race thing or none of that, man. You can only fit so many people in a goddamn boat, nigga. It sinks. It's just too much. These fucking look at everything. All our factories are fucking closed, man. I could take you and I could turn the camera on and I could drive the entire fucking Ohio River, nigga. All the factories are closed. All the houses are dilapidated. There's no jobs. There's none. And the government has impeded and kept people from fucking prospering and starting real legitimate fucking businesses with all the fucking regulation. And the more you bring, the more people, the more strain it is. And yet people on the stock markets demand profits. Okay, so they keep incrementally fucking raising all these rates, and then you have all these bust and boom cycles, man. Is the whole fucking shit's broken. Okay, and more people to the equation is not the fucking answer, no matter how you look at it.
Right, but blaming that on the entire broken system is arbitrary. You know what the system the one thing I stick to, people want to say they're sick of the government. They're sick of these people they've never met. They'll see on TV that make speeches.
They pussies.
No, they're sick of their day-to-day lives, right? So I'll take the small town that I lived in, for example. The Schreiers, I'll call them motherfuckers out. The Schreiers, they've been in the town for fucking ever, right? This is a town of like 2,700 people. Well, they own the local lumber company in town, right?
Yeah.
And 2,700 people in this, a small township, and through whatever democratic system, they got onto the town council, right? So now you have the largest business owner on the town council and because they have to, every time the town council votes on something, it has to go in the local paper, and just dozens of times, the town council voted against Home Depot having a permit in that town. But who was the two main votes on there? The two Schreier brothers who owned the fucking lumber company in town were purposely voting away more jobs coming in because they didn't believe that competition actually grows a market. They feared it, and so they kept people from prospering. It's not the federal government. Okay, North Dakota, right? How many times in North Dakota did you see them fucking saying, well, Walmart's paying $17 an hour, so let's charge $3,800 for a 3-bedroom fucking mobile home, and then you got some fat, sloppy, nasty, don't wash your ass fucking directional driller from Neighbors who sits in a fucking truck all day gonna start telling me about supply and demand. No, dude, you're raping, and just nobody's saying anything about it. People have
my point, and I think that all your time in California has confused your feelings with what I'm actually saying.
People are gonna fuck people.
Listen to me. Corruption is a human fucking instinct as much
Inherent.
as the line that you was talking about, okay? I'm not saying I have nothing against, and not to sound, like the orange man, but it's nothing to do with Mexican people. It's nothing to do with Chinese people. Nothing to do with Muslims, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that, if I cannot feed me, right, and as much as I want to help you and you in a bind, we all starve. If I bring you in here, we're here for 2 days and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a bigger fucking problem at hand. It's not a Mexican. It's not an Arab. It's an American problem as a fucking whole, man.
But what does American mean?
At this point I don't even know.
I mean, everybody says like my morals are 100% different than most people. I know that.
And that's the problem. And that's what I've said since I was a teenager. You can't legislate morality because it's different by every human.
But then what inherently is different to me as quote unquote an American than some guy walking across the border looking for a better life? What do I stand for that he doesn't?
I don't think, and look, I think that as much as you talk about what people, blame the government, they blame this, I think that you kind of throw it into a catch-all as well with, all these motherfuckers walking across the border looking for a better life. That's not the fucking case. Half these motherfuckers are just like half these motherfuckers here. They're wandering from fucking place to place. They don't have a fucking clue of what they want to do.
No, and I
get
that.
It's not. You can't just say because 3 of 100 wanted to come out here and be farmers or fucking carpenters. You know what I'm saying? Has nothing to do with the other 97 motherfuckers that want to go up here and fucking sell meth on the fucking corner. You know what I mean? And
no, I
I'm
get
not
that.
talking about the weed or the coke or none of that. Okay, but I'm saying
I get that. I was just talking about when you said
it's just like saying convicts, right? Me, I'm a 2-time fucking convict. You know what I mean? And I've done everything short of fucking suck dick to try and better myself. No matter how many years has been behind me, and no matter how petty the fucking, I've never spent a day in fucking prison. I've done a little bit of county time, but it's all been petty shit. And they told me, do you have $2,500? Can you pay a fine? Can you do this? We can do away with this. No. But because I was fucking impoverished, okay, and because I had a public defender, I had to take a fucking felony, all right, because there was no way to fucking beat it. And then if I take it to fucking trial, I still wind up, then I go to state. So it's a whole big fucking mess. And my point is that no matter how much I motherfucking done, it's been impossible to get, and I got to go in there, but I'm real, I'm honest, whatever, I own my shit, you know what I'm saying, I put it on the fucking application, I take lower fucking wages, I take temporary fucking jobs, no matter how long I go, I still carry the same shit, but I keep plugging the fuck away at it to move my family forward, and I'm not out here motherfucking crooking, I'm not out here hustling dope, no matter how much I know about cooking dope, I'm not out here bamming motherfucking dope, I'm still plugging, trying to move my family forward and change their motherfucking stars in a prosperous fucking way, right? But any legitimate fucking business, anything that I want to go into, there's all these fucking binds, there's all these things about, felonies, about, criminal records, it's these jobs, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to hide, but you can't classify all convicts the same, okay? Because back in the day, a felony was murder, it was rape, it was molestation, it was serious crimes against society in general, okay? And this little petty grand theft shit that I motherfucking got, you're not gonna convince me, especially in the terms of economic value, that a $200 fucking push mower that a nigga owed money on that got flipped is a fucking felony. Suck a motherfucking dick.
I mean, 90% that's why I won't move to the South ever.
But what I'm saying is when industry started failing across the fucking nation, everybody started blaming and they started sentencing people to prison to create fucking jobs, okay? State jobs, correction officers' jobs, police officer jobs, okay? And they turned it into a motherfucking production line.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, just like convicts, just like average Americans, and the only difference between me and 90% of these other motherfuckers is for some reason I got hemmed up because somebody mentioned my fucking name to cop out a plea on some shit they got caught on. You know what I'm saying? So background has not it's the same as the drug test, okay? What it shows you burnt some weed in 30 fucking days. It has no bearing on what's happening the motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I feel a lot of pressure at this point in my life to kind of give into a drug test and just stop smoking. And it's the most ridiculous adage to hear somebody saying, "Well, it's you want to make money, you don't smoke weed." Well, yeah, I kind of want to get away from jobs that require a drug test because it's the job I don't want to do. It's like $87,000 a year, huh? Now, is that salary or is that what I'm going to make by donating most of my life?
No, get the fuck out of here, and I'm gonna be real with you. And all these motherfuckers are so warped because they look around and they see so much fucking poverty and they live on credit. $80,000 ain't shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It ain't shit. It ain't shit for a fucking wage. It's almost enough to take your wife out to a decent fucking dinner and not worry about a goddamn light bill. You know what I'm saying? And people in fucking America have settled for shit. You know, 80,000 motherfucking dollars. When the fuck did that become fucking attainment? Okay, a fucking average house, a bullshit OSB Presswood fucking house, a double wide trailer is fucking $80,000, you know, and you finance it out for $30,000 on a piece of fucking overinflated land. Why? Because the neighbor found gas on this fucking property? Well, it doesn't matter because everybody sold their fucking mineral rights 60 years ago during the fucking drought, okay? It doesn't matter if you own the property. They're gonna come in there and drill that motherfucker. So fuck you, fuck the idea that you're against fucking fracking, but when your sorry ass wants to stay warm in winter and what? Are you out there chopping fucking wood? No, you hired a fucking meth head to either bring you some fucking wood or you're plugged into the motherfucking system sucking down the natural gas. So all these little pussy motherfuckers that's on the goddamn internet complaining about natural gas and fossil fuel and all that shit, and you're riding a goddamn diesel powered fucking bus with the fucking air conditioning running in this island while you're out there using plastic signs that's made of goddamn petroleum. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I hear a lot of you in that statement there.
You goddamn motherfucking right, okay? I hate a double standard, ignorant fucking cunt. You know what I mean? I get tired of cunts. You know, I'm not an angry person. You know, I'm a lover. You know what I mean? I'm happy. I make people laugh, but I hate a fucking cunt. And you can have a tallywacker and be a fucking cunt, too, you ignorant bastards that's on here fucking talking shit on Facebook. Everything about your goddamn computers, motherfucking petroleum, you dumb son of a bitch. Fucking pussies, you know what I'm saying? Pussies. You know, want to buy your wife a bunch of fucking Under Armour in your goddamn subdivision with your fucking asphalt road. You dumb bitch. Don't you know that's petroleum? Don't you know that her goddamn clothes are synthetics? Don't you know that your fucking vehicle, your Suburban that you drive one fucking person in, is using a whole lot of motherfucking gas, but you feel good about the environment? Bullshit. Then why you in California where there ain't no trees? Why you think you got smogged, okay? It's the goddamn desert, you dumb son of a bitch.
Visit California.com.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. Like, you got a whole ocean of water, okay? A whole ocean. And you're scared to use a desalination plant to fucking turn your desert into a fucking oasis? Okay? Look at Tampa Bay. Bitch, we got the biggest springs, freshwater springs in the world, okay? And Tampa Bay still has a desalination plant. You know what I mean? Come on now. Clean water.
As far as I knew, it was to save some kind of fish in the bay. Was the
I'm just saying, man, desalination, like, you know what I mean? Well, go on. I mean, what the hell happened? You think you put that many people in a fucking desert, shit's gonna turn brown. You know what I mean? You got wildfires. You're stealing your water from up north, hoping it fucking snows. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, if your whole city, you can only shower every other third day, like, you get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. There ain't no value in that property. Where the fuck are you accessing a tax base, okay? Bitch, you don't have water, okay? You don't have water, you don't live. You know, and when farmers can't grow fucking crops, and you can look at one side of the road that's green, and you look at the other side of the road and it's fucking brown, and you can see who has the money. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying, why are people shooting up clubs and movie theaters? You know what I mean? Like, if I was that type of individual, you know what I mean? And, you know, yeah, bitch, if you're sucking water in a 9,000-foot fucking well from underneath my property, we probably gonna have a fucking talk, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And or I forgot, in California, it means your fucking wife's probably in charge. So a nigga's gonna have to go talk to that bitch because she's a fucking cunt, too.
We should probably speak Spanish and she won't understand you anyways.
She'll understand the goddamn four knuckles on the backhand, won't she?
Well, holy
real talk, nigga. I'm just saying, in some states, like I said earlier, in some states, it's still illegal for the submissive spouse not to be listening to the motherfucking dominant partner.
Yeah, at least in Utah.
Now, that was just bullshit. You know that, right?
Because, my nigga, yeah, Fuck these bitches. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I mean. I hate a fucking cunt. You know what I mean? And you can have a little ass goddamn fucking, inverted fucking penis and still be a cunt. You know what I mean?
Did you just assume what their gender was?
I'm just saying there's only two genders, nigga. Unless you that third thing that was born with a tallywhacker and a motherfucking pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, bisexual implies
Yeah, but
two
then
genders.
you could just fuck yourself either way.
I mean, to be honest with you, if that was true, I wouldn't even leave the house anyways. I'd be sitting in front of a mirror figuring out new ways.
Yeah,
to
I
do
don't know, man. Come on, man. Tell me some funny shit. Tell me some light shit. Because I hate all these serious topics that you always be trying to go into and shit. Make me sound so offensive.
So, all right. So, I mean, I guess if anything, I've recently discovered that I like to masturbate with a glove on, and this is so far not like a snow glove, but
What kind of glove? Yeah, I need to know the kind of glove.
Okay, so I go into a store and I buy for like $6. Not like if you go into Walmart and you go into the automotive section and then for $6 you get like that the gray ones that mechanics wear.
Yeah.
But if you go,
You talking about like latex or nitrile? Or,
Nitrile.
Where are we at? Okay,
Nitrile.
okay. The blue ones.
yeah. So
Okay.
so like you get it going, you jerk off a little bit, you squeeze, you get the pre-cum, gets all sloppy. Dude, you're fucking golden. It's better than lube.
Damn.
Right?
Damn.
It has knocked my percentage of time spent down to almost like 15%, almost 1.5 videos. It's like a 144% drop in the time it's taken me to do it recreationally. And so I feel more productive because I've found a way to lessen the steps to get to that point. And then I can go on with my day and I can be more focused. You know what I mean? Pay attention to my children.
Feel better about shaking new people's hands and shit too, knowing that you.
No. I don't
did that 30 minutes
masturbate.
ago.
I will not masturbate if I know that I'm gonna meet with somebody. I gotta have at least a good 15 minutes of self-reflection, especially if it's on a holiday. Say you jerk off on a holiday. I mean, that's just like you might as well. Just
I don't
be
know,
alone.
man. Like I think a nigga, a human, like a male in general, right? I think it's important, like, because if a nigga don't bust a nut, you know what I'm saying? Niggas get angry and shit. I don't know what hormonal, like, build
I do.
up there.
100%
there
I
is.
do.
But like, if you don't catch a nut, you know what I'm saying, after a certain period of time, depending on the individual, like, it can cause you hardships at work because you might just freak out on the wrong nigga because he said some shit you misinterpreted, you know what I'm saying, or some nigga at the red light or something, you know what I mean? All because you really should have probably just busted a nut and reset your motherfucking levels. Your chemistry wasn't right, you know what I'm saying? And that's just my thoughts, though.
Do you want to hear a really fucking funny story that I swear on my children is true?
Okay, tell me.
So, in my quest to try to fucking find a way to provide for my family doing jobs that I don't ever have any intention of doing for the rest of my life, I ended up working for a place called Millennium Laboratories, and it's a urine drug testing lab.
Okay.
Thankfully, a lot of biotech jobs do not drug test because it's not safety oriented. So, what does that say when it's like, the places where some of the smartest people work, they don't drug test?
Yeah.
Because we drug tested, so we worked with pain and addiction clinics.
Yeah.
So I felt safe to use marijuana. Back then we called it marijuana. Before now we're trying to be all snobs and call it cannabis.
Cannabis, nigga.
It's fucking craft. It's cannabis. Thank you. Marijuana is a very racist term in which they tried to imply that it was a Mexican drug. So
yeah, that's the brown word.
I can't. So, everything went well at this job. I actually got a raise. I never got admonished for anything. I only got praised, and I got so good at my job that I was able to process specimens while giving directions to other departments in this lab. I was the go-to guy. Whenever there was an issue, they would get me on the phone. They'd be like, "Hey," but I'm like, "Yeah, I'll figure it out." So I was as good as I could be without a degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and collecting pills, that's complicated shit.
Right, and so it was like you work around a lot of piss, and it was high. Dude, I would come in baked in the morning. I would come in.
You got to be. I'm talking about you got to be on your shit to check them temperatures.
No, dude. No, this shit was, bro. This shit was shipped FedEx and UPS, right? We got this from all over the fucking country.
Oh shit.
So, and if you ever wonder what a shitty job is besides swamping,
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't you pass niggas?
Hold on. We didn't have that choice. Well, I didn't have the choice in where I was. I did specimen resolution. So if a requisition came in without, and the birthdays didn't match, or the doctor didn't sign it or whatever.
I'm just saying, like,
to be honest with you, I shouldn't be talking about this because HIPAA or whatever.
You could have put clean piss through. You could have put clean piss for workers'
comp. That's when they sent it off to the people who have degrees. I worked in the non-degree area. Okay. So I would be, dude. I'd get stoned to the bone. And I'd fucking go in the morning for the first hour before everybody got there, and I'd just start fucking cranking out fucking samples, right? Yeah. Just fucking writing off, signing, getting them ready. And as soon as my fucking team got there, dude, I'd be like, brah, brah, brah. We'd fucking do this stuff, and then all the interns would walk in, and they'd start. And I got my shit going on, right? And then I got praise, and I got a raise. And this sounds like a De La Soul song. Anyways, so... they decided through whatever fucking universe decides to try to fuck me every time to hire a girl with fake tits, because that's important, because fake tits shows how you are inside.
Yeah.
To fucking be in charge of the lab. So I spent 2 weeks showing her how to do my job.
Yeah, that's some dumb shit. See, I'm gonna be real. See, that's where the conflict with me as a man would have. Not fully agreed with the 100% equal opportunity in California, right? Because equal opportunity does not mean because you're a woman that I need to come train you. Like, I'm cool if you're a woman and you are superior at the job or task than I am, but I be goddamn, okay, if I'm gonna train you to take my motherfucking seat, nigga. Here's the thing. It's like, why did you pick somebody who never comes to the lab to be in charge of the lab when I had spent so much time building up a rapport with people in the lab? Let me tell you why. Okay, it's called emasculation. Okay.
And, fuck yeah, because my manager was a woman. Cut my balls off.
Y'all motherfuckers, no, you allowed them to cut your balls off, nigga. You asked them, please take my nuts.
Bro, I had worked at a cowboy bar, and I had just gotten into a good job, and I was fucking trying to build my relationship, so just fucking give me some credit here.
I'm just saying, nigga, like, I don't know if I got that much bitch in me.
I don't give a shit. You know what? Be honest with you, bro. That was a harder...
Do you? Like, and I'm gonna be real, man. I'm just saying, that's how niggas wind up shooting up motherfucking theaters full of innocent people and shit.
No, it's different, dudes.
Because they allow people to motherfucking break them so much instead of just saying, oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you stupid cunt? Okay, you stupid cunt. You really thought that you was going to come here and I was going to train you. Okay? I be like, no, you sucked the wrong dick. Oh, that's right. She didn't have a dick. You know what I'm saying? You think this girl power shit going to get you somewhere? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe my co-host is mistaken because he hasn't let me finish the story of why.
Oh, finish the motherfucking story because I was still laughing on the inside.
Yeah. You pulled a woman move and jumped to a conclusion. So
yeah, I can't help it. The moment that you said, left coast, you know what I mean? It was there.
Man, that's a punk band. Anyways, so this girl got put in charge. For 2 weeks I had to train her, right? It was boiling for those 2 weeks. Like, it was just coming up. I was bitching every day. I couldn't let it fuck. But, like, people were noticing I was very unhappy. So, right, here's the ironic part.
Yeah.
I go in on a Saturday, do a little overtime, get shit caught up, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any weed. Weed guy had a lot of excuses, blah, 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 right? You sell weed, but you're not available. Huh.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any weed when I had to go in that day. It was a Saturday. Saturday, by the way.
He probably didn't have permission from his bitch to sell no weed that day.
No. This was the guy that I was talking about that he'd been to prison on a felony. And sold weed and stuff and had guns, but talked about the Second Amendment and laws and stuff like that. Anyways, so excuse what he didn't leave it in the mailbox, whatever. So I had no weed. I go in on a Saturday, and one of the people came down. They brought a bunch of requisitions and like probably as thick as a fucking basketball player's dick of requisitions. So imagine like a piece of paper, how big that is. 9 inches, 9.5 average NBA player is what they said. So I'm like, what's that? And she goes, oh, Fake Tits wants us to copy those. I was like, what do you mean copy? And it requisitions like 6 pages, including like medical history and stuff. I'm like, I'm not fucking photocopying those. We have a lot to do today.
Yeah.
That makes no sense why she thinks it's necessary to photocopy those.
Yeah, fuck a cunt.
So I, without the help of marijuana, kind of lost my edge and took one of those things that holds like beakers or Bunsen's or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like the beakers, and I slammed it on the table, right? Probably bending it, whatever. And I yelled very loudly to the interns that I'm like, for a bunch of college students, you're the dumbest motherfuckers on earth.
Yeah.
And I walked outside, and I leaned against a birch tree, and I stared at the fucking 15 North, and I took a deep breath, and I walked in, and I worked another 8 hours, right?
Oh, damn.
So keep in mind, as I built the story, that I had never been like at that point they loved every job, and I'd never been talked to about anything.
Yeah.
So I go in that day, and it's like fucking just social justice warrior panic mode, right?
Yeah.
I feel like a TV star, and all the PR agents are fucking just freaking out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what's going on? And I had to go talk to HR, and I just figured, I'm sitting there thinking, like, did I accidentally kill somebody? Turns out, blah, blah, blah. They put me on administrative leave or whatever, like cops do, so that means I'm not getting my job back.
Yeah.
And here's the best part. Here's where you'll love it. So they told me to call them in like 3 days or whatever, some shit.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at home. I call them, and I'm on a speakerphone.
Yeah. Speakerphone.
I'm on speakerphone with HR and my female supervisor and Fake Tits. Fake Tits.
Did you call her a cunt? Did you tell her you're gonna piss on her like a dog?
Kind of. Fake Tits reads my my sentencing, right?
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Right now, my fucking balls are just like scraping up my asshole to jump up my mouth and beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, did you tell her that you hope she has some fucked up bacterial discharge coming out of pussy?
Oh no, not really. I think I said something like, "Okay, go fuck yourselves," and I hung up.
Oh, okay. Cause yeah, I'd have probably stayed on the phone just a little bit longer. Cause I always love it when they're so fucking like shook that they actually stay on the phone and continue to listen. No,
like
I don't. Something
I
that
get
really
nothing from
appreciates that. It's like fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you.
I did that. It's kind of like the dude that I just recently worked for. It's like I put a lot of too much energy into that.
I ain't got no problem, but here's the thing, right? If you want to try and fuck me in a nice way, nigga, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck you. We cool. We can disagree. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can part company. But you're not going to come at me with some crazy-ass handbook shit that some lawyer and fucking therapist wrote in some corner of some fucking room when you already broke like 15 fucking rules to promote this fucking cunt in here that ain't even had a goddamn business and then needed me, the motherfucking trainer, to do the fucking job, to have me do some dumb flunky shit because you want to try and assert herself when the bitch didn't have no self-esteem that she had to buy in the version of silicone fucking titties to begin with. Fuck you.
Yeah, there's that way too.
Yeah, and that's when you tell her, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what, do you want me to piss on you or something?
Yeah, she probably wanted somebody to piss on her fake titties. You're going to be into that kind of stuff.
Just piss on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, in case you was confused where my territory is, I'll piss on your leg. Psst.
Yeah, I just, I know when I'm not wanted. And I'm outie. I'm outie.
Yeah, hey, it ain't no worries. It ain't no worries. Yeah, but I don't think I'm on.
Like anybody listen to this. Like anybody listen to this, for example, like say you like say your recruiter, say Indeed listens to this, and say you have like a large scale like cannabis grow, and you need like an inventory manager, if you need like a operations manager, hiring manager, processing manager, and you need find somebody to get rid of that shit, you can call me.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying, like, I can't even top that. Like, you right now are taking charge and asserting yourself and digging deep on your masculinity and shit, from the history of the beaver hunters that's in your DNA from the backwoods of fucking Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it, nigga.
Bro, I think my descendants were a bunch of like Russian or French Canadian fucking like, hey, we'll go find the beaver, right?
Yeah, they the ones that probably, you know, the what's that goddamn movie, that show that was on Netflix, and them niggas that took on the beaver company from London. What was the name of that shit? Anyways,
the one with fucking Jason Momoa?
I don't know who Jason Momoa is, okay, but
Aquaman.
Yeah, the nigga that likes old bitches.
Well, everybody does.
You know, no, I think it's just, I don't think that it's like an old bitch thing. I think that niggas are tired of hearing whiny young cunts. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I don't care.
Well, you look
supportive and I don't care how supportive and encouraging you are. Niggas get tired of 30-year-old fucking women childs. Okay, all right, when they open their fucking little goddamn cappuccino fucking whining ass fucking mouth and they have zero to fucking say. You know what I'm saying? Zero. No intelligence. Nothing. These bitches are getting all their fucking advice from fucking YouTube on what they need to dress, how to do everything in their fucking life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like fuck you. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's dumb as fuck, you know, but I think that's where the old bitch thing comes from.
Well, there's a stereotype about old women that comes with the territory. It's like you look at an old woman, you're almost guaranteed two things: no condoms, no diseases.
You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, the older women have finally gone through enough fucking divorces because they were too busy trying to compete with the idea of man and woman and all that dumb shit that doesn't even matter, that they're too fucking focused on to even focus on their relationship, that they finally found out who they were and they've identified with themselves. And so, therefore, maybe you could actually offer something productive to a fucking relationship.
Yeah? Or you just ran into a woman that got a 50-year relationship and she's sitting there having fucking wine at the bar and you're like, hey, what's up? She's like, hey.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she had that stay wet, nigga.
And then you fuck her and you become somebody's step-grandfather.
Yeah, or that's what I'm saying. Maybe she came up to the nigga at like this meet and greet and she's like, nigga, good pussy, grab back.
Good pussy, grab back. And on that note, dude, we should end this. Good pussy, grab back. Wow.
Yeah.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I'll make it. I'm going to sell them on the website.
I'm going to go through like the episodes and pull out the good ones like Old Queen Bitch Pussy and like Good Pussy. Yeah, like,
and just so people get it confused, man, I'm not like a He-Man woman hater, none of that shit, right? You know, I love women. Women are beautiful. They have a lot to offer. There's women that's better than me at things, and there's women that's not as good as me at things, and it's not a competition, you know what I'm saying? Let's do us, whatever. Everybody trying to catch a nut and get money, you know what I mean?
We're all going to hashtag misogynist.
You know, it is what it is, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I just like the idea of opening doors. I like the idea, you know, but at the same time, I'm full on board with equal motherfucking opportunity. Get your ass out there on the fucking snowblower. You can't sit up in here and complain about 4 feet of motherfucking snow and then tell me how fucking equal you are. Bitch, get your ass out there and learn how to crank it.
Well, like for me, it's just like, dude, I'm gonna adhere to the age-old shit. If I'm walking up to a door and there's a lady walking up, I'm gonna fucking open the door. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you're gonna come out there with me and you're gonna stand on the line and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna stand on the line with you, then do what I do. Don't fucking be like, well, I'm here, but I can't do this though. Well, okay, well then don't stand here.
Don't come in and get a job because of your fake titties and then compare yourself to me.
Like if you want to fucking be out there doing it, then be out there doing it. Don't be out there and doing it and be like, yeah, but at the same time we have restrictions.
Yeah,
well,
you can't be working in a field construction job and then be shocked when a nigga piss over by the tree line.
Yeah, well, you know what? That happened in the Navy a lot too. When this was like in 2002. This was way back in the day. It was common knowledge. They used to tell us, they're like, you know what? If there's women present, don't say shit. Don't joke around. Don't say anything.
No,
they would tell us that.
I'm gonna tell you like this right here, and this is some real shit. My nigga from California shared some shit on Facebook, and I think it was Mike Epps. I may be wrong on the guy, but he was like talking about rap music. He's like,
no, it was
good, but he's like, it's dangerous, nigga. If you can't handle it, don't listen to it. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with so many other things in fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, if you can't handle it, you know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean these niggas too, because there's a lot of weak niggas, and a lot of households need a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the northern states. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of weak-minded fucking. I think some of these niggas ate too much lead or something as kids, right? Because they got melt face, that they're fucked up, up. There's definitely some water retention in the brain, not the legs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not being judgmental. I'm just making an observation. I'm not a fucking scientist. But either way, look, you done wound me into another conversation. That's a new episode. It's an hour 17 coming up on 18. So thank our sponsors and let's close this bitch.
Yeah. Well, just touch on real quick. I don't know. I forgot what we were talking about. So yeah, shout out to our sponsors. The state of Mustafa Akkad. Shout out to John Carpenter, the guy who made Halloween. Shout out to the makers of Mad Dog 2020. Shout out to fucking Bayer Pharmaceuticals for cocaine and fentanyl. Shout out to
Bayer was actually invented. I think it was Bayer that invented heroin. They synthesized heroin first.
Oh, that's what it was.
The Mormons, because I think Bayer's owned by the Mormons that are so against marijuana. But fuck them too.
Oh man, and you know what? Fuck them and fuck all 19 of their wives constantly.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck a nutless nigga and fuck a cunt. You know what I'm saying?
I think a nutless nigga and a cunt deserve each other.
That's a conundrum. So
yeah.
Anyways, this has been a humdinger, and
that's like a cunt nut.
We're gonna have to put out a fucking index with a glossary of terms for your fucking people.
Yeah.
They're like, what's a fuck nigger? It's that motherfucker. I'm gonna have to add that out. So
no, you ain't. Nah, look, he was trying. I get him in the mode. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna blame it over the wire. That's whatever. He attempted.
No. You know what it was?
The fans gonna love the attempt. Okay, it's not as fluid. It's not as fluid as he said. He emphasized too much on one letter, but it's okay.
No, it's because I'm looking at Kodak Black's Instagram.
It's because you're drinking wine.
I don't know.
White nigga can't handle wine.
You know what? Fucking Ludacris, some son Merlot.
Yeah. I mean, he's whiter than I am.
Like the song because he's a Virgo.
That's what's up.
So anyways, motherfuckers, remember, no matter what happens, never go quietly. Peace.